Hey Surge team, I wanted to record a quick training video. I wasn't able to record the Zoom last night, so I'm just going to do it real quick for you this way. So Surge will look different in July, and hopefully we'll be able to get back to normal in August, but we are taking extra precautions in July to keep you safe. So I'm going to go over those with you. But I like to preface with saying, I know all of us have different feelings about the seriousness of the virus or what precautions we need to take and all that. But in children's ministry, we're all going to err on the side of caution because we want to protect the reputation of our ministry, show others that we are caring, and, keep everyone healthy and safe. So please, we're all going to be on board with these guidelines, regardless of what we might personally think. We're going to do this for the unity of our ministry. So a question I've gotten a lot is masks. Do you need to wear masks? As staff is required to wear them for the first couple weeks. It is recommended for everyone else. So it's not required, but it's recommended, especially in high traffic times, maybe like drop off and pick up, or when you're in very close contact with kids. If you're doing Bible storytelling and you're several feet away from the kids, obviously we don't need to worry about that. But when we're up close, it's recommended. And but we're not policing that or anything. Hands are going to be washed or hand sanitizer used by volunteers and kids upon entering the classroom, and anytime you just feel they need to wash their hands. So here in our classroom, we have hand sanitizer right here at the door, or they can stop in the bathroom. Really, ideally, they'll stop in the bathroom before they come to class, go to the bathroom, wash their hands before they enter the classroom. And then we're going to have everyone remove their shoes. And so we have this tape that marks off a spot in our classroom. And it's just that no shoes past the red tape. So kids and volunteers can be barefoot. We're providing socks if anyone wants socks. Also have shoe covers for adults. Some of us wear special shoes, we need to have our shoes on, so I'll have shoe covers in each classroom. So no shoes beyond the red tape, okay? This is actually pretty important in Surge because most of our activities happen on the floor. So we want to make sure we're not tracking in a bunch of germs and then sitting on them and touching them the whole time. So then when you go to your group, it looks quite a bit the same, but instead of our rugs, we have spots. So this is the blue group, and they are Velcroed down. So, and you have extra spots in your cart. So here's the red group. So if you need to make your group bigger, you can, or if you need to make it smaller, you just have a couple kids, and you don't want to be around a huge circle, you can take some away and move your circle in a little bit. We just want to be about arm's length apart in the classroom at all times. You'll also see these tags have books of the Bible on them. And the thought is, we're going to work on books of the Bible this month anyhow, but when they come in, they pick a spot. Say they pick 1 John. That's their spot for the day. So when we move over here for music and Bible story, they know they go back to 1 John. So that's making sure the kids are using their own stuff the whole class. And also in your classroom, we've laid out all the journals, and we've done it by group. So journals and pens for all the kids. If they're in the same family, we stack them just because we have a lot. So along your wall by your group, you will see your kids' journals. So a lot of our activities this month will be in our journals. So they'll go grab their journal, use the same journal, same pen all month, and then they return it to their spot at the end of class. And then at the end of the month, they'll take their journal home with them. This is our last month with our current small groups. We will have promotion recognition the last Sunday of July, and then we'll start our new groups on August 2nd. And so we'll have our new second graders in here and our new small groups. So they will use the journals the whole time. And we'll have some extras in case you have some kids that, like a guest, that doesn't have that. You all each have your own carts now. So for instance, this is a red group. The gray one's second service, the white one's third service. You'll have the same supplies in there and everything. But again, basically all of our activities are touchless for the month of July. So the only thing I'm trying to figure out is the Bibles, if we'll use those or if we will not for July and maybe just a leader reads. If you ever suspect that one of your kids are ill, you can request a temperature check at any time. Just let your classroom host know, and they will page the check-in station, and someone from check-in will come down and do a touchless thermometer check with their kids and make sure they're healthy and safe. We are being more strict about our sick child policy right now. We're asking, instead of saying fever-free for 24 hours, we're saying for 14 days, because that's the incubation period for this virus. So we're being a lot more cautious about that. But if you ever have concerns, don't hesitate to ask a question. We want to err on the side of caution. We're going to encourage ourselves as volunteers, but you guys are really good about this anyway, but our kids to use the bathroom before they enter class. Class will not be longer than an hour, so they don't have as long to wait. So we'll encourage kids to try to wait till the end of class, or they need to go before they enter the classroom, and then they should be okay for an hour unless they have a medical condition. We want to make sure when we're talking to kids that we're just being kind. If we're wearing a mask, we are having very smiley eyes. We're happy to see them, and happy voices, because we can't rely on our smiles anymore. So we want to communicate a lot through our eyes and our voices. And if you see kids that are not social distancing, we're just reminding them in a positive way, like, remember, we want to keep everyone safe, so we're going to stay on our spots and respect ourselves and others, which is one of our 3 things here. Or if you recognize a kid that's doing a great job, positive affirmation is great. Like, I love how Ashley is, sitting on her spot and actively participating, but keeping hands and feet to herself. Ashley, you're doing a great job, or whatever. The only other, not the only thing, but we're getting towards the end here. When you come into class, you guys like to play games and things like that. We've taken the black stools that hold the games out of the room for now, and we've put everything in this cabinet, and it's all sorted here. So when you come into class, you're getting ready for your kids, you might come over and pick, like, I want to do Jenga and Uno and whatever. I want to do Jenga and Uno today. So you would just grab those things and take them back to your station or your group spot. After class, you need to take anything that you or your kids touched during that hour, and you're going to take it to my office. There's going to be a shelf there under the name tags that's labeled Surge. Anything that was used during that service hour, you will put on that shelf. The journals and pens can stay along the wall because only the kids will touch them. So they will just go back in their spots against the wall. But if you used markers, if you use your Bibles, if you use any of those games, you can put those on that shelf and we'll disinfect them during the week. It's up to you as a leader and your comfort level. You might, if you decide, I don't want to do any of that, we're just going to chat and stuff as kids come in. I'm going to catch up with them about their summer. I don't want to deal with touching anything like that with like Uno cards. That's fine. It's totally your call. So that's that. And then once you're getting towards the end of class, about 5 minutes left or whatever, you're going to want to send kids slowly, not like the whole class at one time, but a couple kids at a time to come get their socks and shoes on. A lot of them will probably have sandals on, so they'll put their sandals on, and then they're going to line up here on our Books of the Bible hopscotch and wait for their parents to come pick them up. Because we are just going to try to keep the traffic flowing, and we don't want to have to wait on kids to put shoes on when their parents come. So we're going to be ready for them to go. There's no take-home papers. They're not going to be taking home anything with them this week, so you don't have to worry about passing, or this month, so you don't have to worry about passing anything out. Now, a big thing I just want to make everyone aware of is for the month of July, we are going to have a safety team member or a check-in team member posted at this door, which is currently our emergency exit only, and families will exit through there. So they'll all walk through the hallway, pick up their kids, and then exit out this southeast door. We're doing that so we don't have any backtracking. It clears people out of the lobby, and so they'll just exit straight out there to the parking lot. We'll have plenty of volunteers that are reminding them along the way, but if you're helping with checkout that day, just give a little reminder, thanks for coming, and you can exit right out that door, and we can't wait to see you next week. So if you could share that with them, that would be great. And those are our main things. Oh, okay, once your kids are checked out, the only other thing is we are going to clean off our spots here. So we are going to use, on Sunday mornings, we're going to use Norwex cloths. If you've not used these before, it's pretty amazing. They have the ability to remove up to 99% of bacteria from a surface, and you just use water. So we're doing this on Sunday mornings so we're not having a ton of chemicals around kids. I had a lot of parents express concern about that in our survey, so we're going to use the Norwex just with water. Please do not spray anything and use this rag because it'll mess it up. So just water and this rag. It'll be here by the sink, ready for you to go, and you'll just wipe down your spots, and it'll be ready for the next group. And then each week, we'll go through and sanitize everything with, the Clorox wipes or bleach spray or whatever. So that's a lot of it. It's going to be pretty simple. It's going to be a small crowd. I appreciate your flexibility and just doing whatever it takes to help our kids have a great experience on Sunday morning. So I will look forward to seeing you next week. If you are serving in the second service, you're going to want to be here at 9:40 for prayer time, and then doors open to the church body at 9:45. So you're going to want to be in here. We're going to pray and sit around our spots. So you will be here at 9:40, and then the third service, I need you guys back here by 11:10 and ready to go. So that gives us time to get everyone out, wipe down our spots, put away anything we used, and be ready for the next class. If you have questions, reach out. Don't hesitate to ask. I appreciate you. I appreciate what you do for these kids. I brag on you guys all the time. So have a great day. Thanks for watching this training, and I'll talk to you soon.